All right, guys, welcome to the shop. Today was a good day. I got off work, and when I got home, this box was on my front porch. So that has the new Council Tools jersey. So they reworked their 3.5 pound jersey. It's got a bigger pole. So I'm excited about checking that out. And then on my way home from work, I saw an estate sale sign, and I swooped in. And I got some treasure. So we'll go over some of this right here. There's some pretty cool stuff in there. So let's get into it. All right, guys. So I had actually had one of these and I sold it. So I just picked this up at that estate sale. It's in pretty good condition. I like these old fixed blade Stanleys. Let's do it like this. So let's see here. Yeah, so you guys know last time I did a review on Whiskey River, some of the stuff that I had got. Actually, right here, I show you. These little, 14, 16-inch handles. And I had said how they were a little crooked. And I'll show you here in a bit. I wasn't able to get the crookedness out, but, so yeah, it's a little crooked. Mahogany. I've been on a mahogany kick big time. Scored a whole bunch of those. Firewood is freedom. New Whiskey River sticker. That'll go on the lumber kiln. Oh, what is this? Oh, we've got, another 30C. And this one's got a bunch of heartwood in it too. Oh, that's nice. What else we got? Oh, look at that. Yeah, another 30C. So I'm waiting on their 32C. All right, what do we got? What is that? Oh yeah. I don't know what it is. These mahoganies are just, I'm digging them. Yeah. All right, here she is. So that is one thing. I've only bought a few axes from, most of the axes I buy are old. But the axes that I have bought from Whiskey River, they all come with this super heavy duty rubber guard. So that's pretty slick. All right. Yeah, there we go. Look how thick that pole is. And what I really like what Council Tools doing is they're putting the year. USA 23. That, in 30, 40 years from now, that's going to mean something right there. Being able to date it is super cool. So I thought it'd be a little bit longer, but you know what? I've been messing around with the 5 pound faller, so I guess I'm comparing to that, but pretty clean, no serious. This side's a little chewed up. The forge marks. A little messy there, but hey, what are you going to do? It's an axe. They're not, used to be back in the day, they would grind, the whole thing, well, similar to this. When you look at it and you don't see any forge marks in there, right? That's because they would grind it. And it looks sharp enough to split, that's for sure. Little ding right there. Let's check out the eye. Eye's clean. I guess I've been pushing it as a splitter. That's what, well, at least that's what Brandon's, saying. And I get it. Sure, you could split wood with it, but it just doesn't seem super thick. But it's a 3.5 pound piece. So I get it. Yeah, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to drill this out and try to save this handle. And I think I'm going to make a 26-inch straight handle for it. and build a wedge banger for my brother. You know what? It's not super thick. It's not really thin, the handle. You know, it looks like it's got a little coat of wax. Get that wax off of there. Yeah, so the end grain's good. It's not amazing, but it looks good to me. And I don't know, it's hard to say. I don't think there's a ton of run out in it, but exciting. Actually, it's actually nice and thin down here. Yeah, it's pretty straight. There's a little bit of a curve to it. Looks like it's going that way a little bit, but man, it almost looks like it could tilt back a little bit. The toes, you know, really pronouncing it. But I guess they had to shorten the bit and bring that blade in a little bit because they're adding all that extra weight in the back. But I think this is going to be a prime candidate for a faller's axe, for a wedge banger. Yeah, so my curiosity is if it has ridges in here. I know the Flying Foxes have a bunch of little ridges, not like the old True Tempers, how it has 3 big ridges. So we'll see. That's just a pain in the ass. I can't stand that, but it is what it is. Yeah, sweet. Exciting. All right, I'm gonna set this to the side and then show you guys this treasure over here. All right, so the treasure looks like an adze handle, Woodcraft Supply. So I don't think this thing's ever been used. Maybe something's been on it, but sweet little piece. And I'm pretty excited about this. I'm not sure if this is a bowl adze or if this would be like a shipbuilder's adze or whatever it is, but it looks super old. I'm not seeing any marks, but I am seeing what looks like some delamination right there. So I'm assuming that this is old. If that is delamination and they put you know, a harder steel here. So pretty excited about that. I want to clean it up and see if we get any marks, but I got a feeling that was made by a blacksmith. All right. Now this guy had, yeah, what do we got right there? What is that? Klein. Yeah, and again, it looks like some delamination of some sorts going on there. It looks like something was forge welded on that. So I don't know. This might be a pretty old piece. Old Maddox. Definitely looks hand forged, possibly. I'm gonna have to check that out. Handle's in really good shape. It's got a big old knot right here, but other than that, it's all one piece. It's not terrible. Oh, that's interesting. There's a wedge. Yeah, pretty sweet. All right, and then I actually found this piece out in the wood pile when I got to this place. The guy, I said, "Oh, any axe heads?" And he says, "Oh, I sold about 10 of them." And I mean, this place, there was World War II memorabilia. There's all kinds of old stuff. This was just a quick picking. But I think we've got a Woodings Verona FSS. So that would be a US Forest Service. So I don't care for the drilled and pinned, but it is what it is. And the handle, look at how distorted that handle is. That's just good old-fashioned US government, lowest bidder, yet they still paying the highest price, huh? Well, pretty cool. Now, what we have here is I haven't really cleaned it up, and as a matter of fact, I think I'm going to clean it up. I think this is a True Temper. See if I can find my metal brush. Wire brush. I think I've never had a True Temper sledgehammer, and I'm not sure if they ever even made them. But after a quick look, I thought that's what I saw here. So let's see if we can make something out. Well, it looks like it's saying USA. What do we got here? Yeah, I think that's a True Temper. What that says? Yep, True Temper USA, 8 pounds. Sweet. That's going to be a hard one to let go. I don't want to. I've been collecting the sledgehammers lately, and I've never had a True Temper. So, sweet, True Temper sledgehammer. All right, moving on. This just looked interesting. I'm not sure if that's like a cobbler hammer or something. I've never seen anything. I've seen the shoemaker's handle hammer, but they don't have the nail puller on the back, so I'm not sure. And it says, let's see if we can make this out. It says something right here. I don't know what that says. Definitely old, whatever this is. Definitely old. So I don't know. You know, the old hammers, I've been picking them up. Oh, here's a new hammer. What do we got? Stiletto. Professional, made in the USA. Couldn't pass that up, you know. So what else we got? Oh, so I had picked up one of these 199s, and I was selling a bunch of old tools on eBay, and I sold it. And as soon as it sold for like, I don't know, 10 bucks. I was like, man, shouldn't have sold that. So that's sweet. Oh, this. Here's another one that I had sold last year. I don't know if you've ever seen one of these. Obviously, it's missing half the jaw there. Yeah, double-ended crescent wrench. Kinda redundant, right? So you have an adjustable wrench, one on each side. Doesn't make any sense. So these are pretty rare. Obviously, it didn't make any sense. I don't know why they did it. And no one felt the need to buy a double-ended adjustable wrench. So I'm excited I got one of those back. You don't see these very often. Those are hard to come by. You know, it's got some markings right here. I don't know what it is, but you know, nice 1-inch chisel. Can't pass that up. And a handle, I don't even know. Looks like it's leather on the back. I'm not sure, but you know, pick them up. All right. So these little guys, little bike wrench or monkey wrench, whatever you want to call it, Bemis and Call. All right. So these are some of the originals, I believe, and correct me if I'm wrong, that the Bemis and Call was one of the original patent holders on these little guys. But I mean, fits in the palm of your hand. Can't pass those guys up, especially if they're cheap. This is an interesting piece here. So I've got a fair amount of adjustable wrenches, old ones, but this guy, I haven't seen one with the angle like that. You know, normally on the older ones, the jaws went this way, and to have them come out this way, similar to, you know, similar to that. So I would assume, I'd go out on a limb here, and I would assume one of two things were happening. This predated the Crescent, and the Crescent came from this design. Actually, I think I saw, okay, so there you go. What is that? May 6 to 13. What that says. So, yeah, so I mean, this is 100-year-old, and obviously that's probably just the patent. And then look at that. Look at that. I don't know. Oh, maybe so you could lever off of something. Never seen anything like it. It doesn't appear to be done after manufacturing. I think that I don't know. I'm gonna have to look that one up. So that's a pretty cool piece. It's a little bent, but I like it. I like it. Little Craftsman missing the handle, but spins nice. Ooh, wonder if there's a bunch of drill bits in here. Yeah, got some bits. That's cool. I like it's kind of like that plum red on the plum handles, you know. So, made in USA, right? Made in USA. Yeah. I don't know why. I love these old egg beaters. I don't know what it is about them. They're just cool. All right. We've got a Better Grip. A Better Grip. It's an old J.P. Danielson Co. I don't know, just picked it up. I don't normally collect the adjustable crescent style. You know, I like to collect the older ones, but grabbed it, said what the heck. All right, here we have, well, this is actually what I'm most excited about, and we'll get to that, but I would say this is number 2. This is, I'm gonna grab a tape measure. Hold on one second. All right. So 23 inches. Yeah, 23 inches. Well, that was with it extended, but there you go. King cutter. Oh, it says it right here. 24 inch. So they're calling that a 24 inch. Yeah, so King Cutter, you know, King Cutter made axes, and I love the King Cutter symbol, and I love how they do King and Cutter with a K. You know, I dig it, but I didn't know that they made pipe wrenches, so they made all kinds of stuff. But yeah, there we go. So that's a nice piece. That's exciting. You know, picked up a little older, you know, oiler, so hopefully it doesn't leak too bad. And then I'm assuming this is from the 90s, late 80s, and it is a, let's see if we can get, yeah, it's a Stanley 66-800. So and with the axe eye, not the maul eye. So I've passed up on mauls a lot. You know, I've always been looking specifically for axe heads, but lately, you know, I see a lot more of these, 2, 3, 4 times more maul heads than I do axe heads. And lately I've just been picking them up, you know, if it's a couple bucks, whatever. I don't know. It's hard to just watch them go to the side and not be used. So yeah, that's cool. All right, so this guy, where are we at? We've got some marks. Oh, I didn't even see that. There we go. So what did I see? I saw, all right, this is what I saw when I grabbed it. SPC Co. SPCO. That's interesting. And what I just saw just now, what do we got here? All right, that looks like, what does that say? Hubbard 7. Almost looks like there's a light strike right there. Hubbard. Huh. Not familiar with Hubbard. I'm assuming this is drop forge. Might be cast. That's kind of suspicious. You know what? I am seeing the marks on the inside. That's one of the ways that you can tell if it was cast or if it was forged. When you see the marks, the lines going in and out, that's when they put the whatever it is, when they hammer in to hammer the eye. Honestly, it's almost looking, I don't know. I'm not a pick guy, but I've been picking up these more lately. I see a lot of picks out. You know, we're in the gold country. We're in, you know, the foothills of the Sierra Nevadas, so there's a lot of picks around. All right, so, and I know it's no Black Raven, and it's nothing, you know, but it is, let's see if we can, let me get some oil real quick. All right, let's see if we can get a better reveal here for you. Spray some oil on it. And yes, it is oil. It does have oil in it. I know you got it's a water deterrent. It's not on oil. Yeah, it's got oil in it. All right. So there we have it. The world's finest, Kelly. And then on the back side, True Temper, Kelly Works. So the guy had said, oh, we sold about 10 axe heads. I said, oh, go look out back. And that's where I'd found the Pulaski. And this thing was sitting on the ground right by the side of the garage with some leaves over it, and I could just barely see it. Yeah, see, 4.2, so that's 4.5. Anytime you see a big number and a little number, it's kind of like lumber. So 4 2/4 is what that is. So that's a 4.5 pound head. And you can see it is pretty thick. So, and thankfully it doesn't have those nasty ribs inside of it. I can't stand those. I've been hanging them lately and I don't like them. So yeah, I mean, we've got a little damage, you know, it's not terrible, but this thing's, whoever had this actually had sharpened it down. Man, that's got to be maybe 20 degrees right there. All right, guys, so that's the treasure. Hey, keep in mind, these yard sales, they're starting to pick up now. You know, we've been pounded with rain, so all winter long, haven't had any yard sales. I hit a flea market once and got some cool stuff, and then I've been buying on eBay, and the prices are just so high on eBay for, you know, rusty treasure. You know, that's what we're looking for. So yeah, the yard sales, garage sales, you know, this one that I hit, it was a estate sale. So whenever somebody dies, kids come in and sell the stuff, is what it is. So those happen year round, for the most part. So I'm gonna do a video and I'll go over kind of, you know, where to look for yard sales specifically, you know, negotiations, kind of prices, what we're looking at, things to not pass up on, because it's not just axe heads and sledgehammers. You know, there's a bunch of other cool stuff out there. So I'm gonna do a video about that, I think, this weekend. Yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next time.